Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Here I like to do fashion, lifestyle, and travel videos. So if you guys are interested in videos like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I have seen a lot of you subscribing, so thank you so much. We're growing, we're getting there. And yeah, I just like fashion as well. You guys will definitely see some fashion videos and obviously lifestyle vlogs, stuff like that. I just really want to bring out content that not only you guys will want to see, but will actually be helpful. So with that being said, today I wanted to talk about travel because, I'm ready to get out of here. I'm ready to get out of Houston. No, honestly, like travel is one of those things that relaxes me, it inspires me, it motivates me. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about the top, I have a list of 8, but the top 8 places that you can travel to solo. This is mainly for like solo travel, budget friendly, fun, with a little bit of luxury. So all of these places on this list, I'll start by saying I have not been to all of them, but let me look at the list again just to be double sure. Okay, so out of this 8, there's only 3 places that I haven't been to, so that's not that bad. I'm not gonna give y'all information that y'all don't need. But yeah, I have 4 places that are within the US, and then I have 4 places outside of the US, one kind of still a US territory, but yeah. So yeah, you guys, let's get straight into the video. So I'm gonna start off by talking about how I plan like my trips and how I plan to go like solo and all that stuff. So the first thing I do is I look up when is the best time to go here. For example, if you want to go to Houston, which I don't know why you would, I mean, there's nothing here, but obviously Houston is not on my list. But if you wanted to go to Houston, you would Google when is the best time of the year to visit Houston, and it would come up. And I don't really know what it would say because I've never Googled that. But then I would be like, okay, if Google says, or if I read, gotta do my research, if I read that May is the best time to come to Houston, then I try and plan towards that. Most of the time, I would like to do stuff like this, like at the end of the year. So in December, start thinking of the places that you want to travel to. If you're traveling solo, I would say 3 places a year is perfect. Unless you're like just doing your own thing and you have all the money in the world and you can just travel, 3 places a year is like perfect. It's pretty much breaking down the year into 3 quadrants, right? So there's 12 months in a year. So every 4 months you're traveling somewhere, right? Am I saying that right? I'm bad at math. 3 trips a year. So you know the first quarter of the year you want to go to Dallas. That's your first solo trip. The second quarter of the year you want to go to New Zealand. That's it. Then the third quarter of the year you want to go to Paris. That's it. Like that's the best. It gives you time to like take a breather and like enjoy your trip without having to constantly like, okay, I'm going here in May. Okay, I'm going here in June. Okay, I'm going here in July. It's a bit much. I know some people do like, they'll do like a Europe tour and they'll travel, but that's like for a good amount of days. What I'm talking about is like you're traveling for 3 or 4 days, more like short vacations. Because for me personally, I've had solo vacations, and when you're alone and not with family, friends, or loved ones for like more than 4 days, it kind of gets lonely. So you want to be there long enough to enjoy the place, but not long enough to get lonely. So plan 3 trips, and that will kind of give you time in between also to like save money, and like really know what you're gonna do, plan out your itinerary. Yes, I recommend that if you are traveling alone, even if you're not doing a lot of stuff, plan out your itinerary. That way if something goes wrong, you kind of can like pick up where something messed up. You don't want to just go in blindly. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too much rambling. I just wanted to give you an idea of like how I kind of plan my trips. The second thing I do is after like picking the 3 places I want to go for the year, the second thing I do is I go to secretflying.com and escapehouston.com. If you guys don't know, I'm in Houston, Texas, so all of my flights are always out of Houston. I don't, for me, I know some people like they travel here and then they get a flight from here. Look, just pick me up from Hobby Airport, George Bush International Airport. Pick me up from there. I'll take whatever stops. I park at the airport. My husband drops me at the airport, or me and my husband are going together. We park at the airport. We go from there. Like, that's perfect for me. So when I personally like Escape Houston more, because those flights are like, when I see those flights on their website, you want to book that flight within the next 3 days, because after those 3 days, the flight is gone. And also they have really good flights. Secret flying is good too, but I noticed that the flights they have coming out of Houston aren't as, the places aren't as good as like the one on Escape Houston. Like Escape Houston, they will be like, there's a flight from Houston to Europe, Houston to Paris for $500, and it gives you like a good amount of day. Like, I really like Escape Houston. So I don't know, I think they have an Instagram for every like city and state. I can't be sure. Let's look it up together since we're here. We might as well. Okay, yeah, so I'm seeing Escape Houston, Escape Austin, Escape Atlanta, Escape Seattle. Like, they have one for every place. And they, like, y'all, like, they have good flights. Like, I'm going to the Escape Houston right now. They have one from Houston to Vancouver between March and June, which I really like. They have like a time frame, so it's not just March, it's March, April, May, June. They have, okay, so it looks like they have a couple of Houston to cities in Canada, Palm Beach, Guatemala, Costa Rica. Really good places. So when we're talking about, so now we've discussed how we plan out where we're gonna go. We found our flight. The next thing we need to do is plan our itinerary. And if you're going on a solo travel, you can do anything. Like, that's the one good thing about solo traveling. You don't have to depend on nobody else. If you're more of a person who likes to chill, sleep, stay at the hotel, eat, relax, watch TV, that's your solo vacation. You can do that. If you're more of a person that likes to like go skydiving, what's the one? I didn't want to say skydiving. The one I did in Mexico, it's not bungee jumping. Zip lining. If you want to go zip lining, you want to go well, I can't think today, but you know what I'm talking. If you like water sports, like, you're gonna plan out the days you have to do that, which, you know, I'm kind of in between that. And then if you're more of a person that wants to just do like, go to the museum and study and see how the city was made and stuff like that, you plan your itinerary, because like there's nothing more fun than when you go on vacation and you're actually like kind of embracing where you are. I'm all for staying at the hotel though, don't get me wrong, because, you know, I'm a lazy type of girl, but I like a little bit of both. So that's it. That's all that goes into planning my trip. I don't do too much. Like, that's it for me. I pick the places I want to go for that year. I go get my flight, and it's got to be cheap. Okay, I don't like to pay more than $1,000 for my flight. So I pick my flight, then I plan my itinerary. I guess, okay, that's 3. I guess the last thing, guys, would be to book a hotel that's close to everything. And when I say that, I don't want to take away from booking a good hotel. I don't know if y'all know me, but okay, y'all, so my husband had come in and then we was talking, and I just forgot that I was filming. So I think I left off saying that I'm a hotel type of girl. So when I book my hotels, I like to book like hotels that, it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive, but it's the vibe. Like, I don't know, I like to take pictures everywhere too, so it has to be part of the vibe and aesthetic that I like, and it has to be clean. It has to be worth it, because I feel like if you're going on vacation, you want to stay in a place that's better than your home. And I know a lot of people are like, not a lot of people. Some people are on the other side where they're like, well, you're not gonna spend your day in the hotel, but I want to come back to somewhere that makes me happy. I don't want to be like, well, I'm not spending my day here, because then you're not gonna want to spend any time there. Honestly, booking a hotel or Airbnb, you are spending a lot of time there. So, well, at least that's the way I look at it. That's where you're gonna sleep. That's where you're gonna take a shower. That's where you're gonna get ready. That's a good part of your vacation. So I don't know, that could be a separate video, but I'm a hotel kind of girl. So we're going to go in and talk about the best places I feel are good for solo travel and also affordable. And then you can also add luxury to this, because if it is affordable, you can kind of do luxury things on the side too, as opposed to going somewhere that's super expensive and you can't afford to do anything. So I have four. I broke it down like this. I have 4 places within the US, and I have 4 places that are out of the US. And I picked these places specifically because I have seen a good deal of people go there by themselves, or I've been there myself. I know how much things are, I know the vibe of the place, and I know that if you're alone, you would enjoy your time here. So I'm going to start with my favorite place. This place has grown on me. Not grown on me, like the first time I went to the place, I wanted to go back. Like I didn't want to leave. This place, can y'all guess what it is? Why am I even doing that? Yeah, what's the point of even guessing? Las Vegas. Guys, Vegas is everything people say it is, but it's not for like gambling and all that stuff. Like there's so many things to do in Vegas. I've already been twice. Like the first time I went there, I was like, oh, I'm going back next year. That's, if you guys have seen my Vegas vlog, I went back again with my husband. Like, it is so fun. Every time you go to Vegas, there's something else to do, and it's like you don't have to be with somebody. Like, you can be on the Vegas Strip, and you can go inside different places and find something to do. Eat, drink, go to different hotel casinos. Like, there's so many different things. I don't even know. You can go ATV riding off of the Strip. You can staying at the hotels in Vegas. There's so much to do just inside the hotels. Like, and they're always opening up a new like hotel. The reason why I keep emphasizing the hotels is because when you go to Vegas, the hotels are the main attraction, because a lot of them have casinos in them. So Vegas, guys, if you're not into anything like gambling, drinking, I get it, because I'm not a big drinker either. I'm not a big gambler either. I mean, I don't gamble at all, but I still had a fun time. Like pool parties, it's just fun. Like, it's really fun. And when you're by yourself, the good thing is you don't have to spend long. You just go, you see what it's about, you feel the vibe, you enjoy for a little bit, then you go do something else. Like, 10 out of 10 would recommend, if you have not been to Vegas and you want to travel somewhere by yourself, go to Vegas. I would say the best time to go, personally, in my experience, I've gone in the summer, like for my birthday in July, very hot. And because Las Vegas is a desert, right? It's desert. So, and then I've also went in November. So I would honestly say between September and October is when it's not super hot, but it's not super cold either. It's always a little bit cooler at night, but those are good. Even around now would be a good time to go, like before spring break. So maybe between like February to like May, find some time in there. But I mean, anytime you go to Vegas is a good time. I'm a weather girl, so I don't like to be somewhere where it's super hot or super cold. I'm kind of just like 72 degrees and sunny type of girl. Which brings me to the next place that I'm going to talk about, which is Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the complete opposite of Vegas, because Los Angeles is cool vibes, like very chill vibes. You can go walk on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but it's not like Vegas Strip. It's busy, but it's not the same type of busy. You get me? So there's stuff to do, but it's not like wow. LA is more chill, it's more cool. It's just vibes out there. You can go on Rodeo Drive if you want to do some luxury shopping. I have been to LA, but I have not, like, I wasn't there for a long time. I was there maybe like 3 days, and I stayed like in an Airbnb, so it wasn't fun. So I'm hoping to go back very soon. But LA is very chill. You will have a good time in LA. I mean, obviously, if you've never been to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, that's like the main thing you have to do. They have a lot of wineries as well. I always wanted to do the Safari wine tour, but I think they closed it down, which sucks, because I've always really wanted to visit that. But LA, you know, there's fashion, there's acting, there's all this type of fun stuff in LA, which I haven't gotten to do yet when I went, but like I said, I want to go back again. So yeah, definitely LA. If you want more of a vacation that's chill, but you want to see what LA is like, go to LA. I mean, you could rent out a Tesla for a day, test drive a Tesla. I mean, there's Teslas everywhere now, but I know they're really big in LA. So yeah, I definitely would recommend, if you want like a chill solo vacation, LA is the place to go. Okay, the next place is like the happy medium between LA and Vegas, but it's a little, it's its own chaos though. New York. So I have been to New York before when I was competing in a pageant, and I was there for quite some time in Manhattan. I was there for 5 days. I could never live in New York, right? Like New York is not, I'm not a New York girl. I just can't do it. But I would definitely go back for a fun time for like 3 or 4 days. Like if you just want to go to New York to know what New York's like, go. Again, New York has Times Square. So these attractions are what makes it easy for you to have a solo travel. Vegas Strip, Hollywood Walk of Fame, Times Square, these type of places make it really easy for you to be on a solo travel but not feel so alone because there's so many people around. And it's a lot of walking. So if you don't like walking, you could also take an Uber, but walking is good too because you kind of feel the beat of the city, you kind of feel how it is to like really be there. So New York is awesome though. I mean, it's very, very busy. I am not a public transportation type of girl, but it's different. And if you want to really live that New York, like have that New York experience, you gotta take the subway. I took it, I hated it, never doing it again, but I got the experience. New York is different, but it's fun. At least different for me because I'm in Houston. But it's fun. Like I would definitely go back in the summer. Shopping definitely to go back to New York. It's fun. It's definitely fun. So I stayed in Manhattan when I was in New York, but I definitely would like to visit places like Brooklyn, maybe even Jersey. So I would definitely recommend New York if you want, like New York, you have to go to New York. Like you have to see what it's like. Like, come on. New York is like that one place. So yeah, I definitely would recommend you visiting New York. Okay, the last place on my list of places to visit within the US, solo, Florida. And I know that's a state, not a city, but there's a lot of places. I don't want to just say Miami or Fort Lauderdale. I've personally only been to Miami, but Florida is that state that you go to if you want a tropical vacation, but you're not ready to leave the US. You can go to Miami, you can go to Fort Lauderdale, you can go to Key West. There's also, it's not as popular, but it has beautiful beaches, Hollywood, Florida. Y'all, look, I go to Miami every year. Like I already said, like I don't even know how it happens, but for the past like 4 years, I've gone to Miami every year without fail. I already have a trip planning for Miami this year. I went last year for my engagement pictures. Did I go? Maybe I didn't go the year before, but I think I went the year before that. Like, I mean, Miami's easy too. Like, I won't say, I didn't talk about price in all of these, but for Miami, I will say the hotels and things can get a little bit pricey, but like, you can kind of budget what you want to spend just depending on when you go. Because like, if you're going to Miami during spring break, no, it's going to be expensive. But if you're going to Miami, maybe like during October, it might not be as expensive. So definitely pick and choose when you want to go to these places. I could say the same thing for Las Vegas. Vegas, like, to me, Vegas is kind of cheap. Like, hotels in Vegas, and I mean nice hotels, like, to me, I don't want to say how much is cheap and what's not cheap, but like, when last time I went to Vegas, I stayed at 2 hotels. And the second one was a little bit pricier, so I stayed for only 2 nights. But it was worth it. It was beautiful though. But honestly, like, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, go. Again, I would say Miami isn't as busy on the streets. People are more kind of into themselves, but you could definitely have a relaxing vacation in Miami. Get yourself a nice hotel, go to the beach, get your drinks, go out to dinner somewhere. Like, You can do some water sports. Miami's just a good time all the time. So, you know, you don't have to worry about, oh, I wanted to go out of the country. Go to Miami for a little 2-3 day trip. You will definitely feel like you will get tan, okay? You will get tan. You will feel like you just had yourself a little tropical vacation. So now I'm gonna go into the 4 places out of the US that I think are perfect for solo travel. And this is really, oops, my bad, y'all. So this is really also geared towards the women, like, because for women it's a little different when you travel by yourself, because you are you're alone, and as a woman you just kind of want to feel more safe. Not to say that that's different for men, but as a woman, you know, you don't want to be taken advantage of. And yeah, so I do feel like these places are really good for women especially, but that doesn't take away from the same thing for men as well. So the first place, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Jamaica, baby. Jamaica holds a special place in my heart. Like, I was not, here's the thing about me, I'm kind of, I wouldn't say fearless, but a lot of stuff don't scare me. So going to Jamaica by myself, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna get kidnapped. First of all, I'm Nigerian, so when I get there, I will look like everybody. So that was a good thing. Being a black woman traveling by yourself, I mean, you just want to make sure you're ready for anything. But Jamaica was just beautiful. Like, honestly, now I will say I didn't go into like the heart of Jamaica, like in the streets or anything. I only went like to visit the town once. And I would not recommend, if you're by yourself, especially as a female, don't be going into the old towns, to the old city unaccompanied by yourself. That's one thing I don't do. But Jamaica, beautiful. Honestly, any islandy place that's very touristy out of the country, you will be fine. But I'm saying Jamaica for me because I went there and you guys saw my experience. Never ever did I feel unsafe. I really enjoyed my time in Jamaica. The beaches are beautiful. The people are super friendly and lovely. The food was great. I mean, I was on the beach in Jamaica for like 3 hours relaxing. I mean, at first I was lonely just because at that time, like, I saw my husband every day and it was just me and my husband. But after a while, I was just like so relaxed. My head was so clear. Like, Jamaica was beautiful. I cannot wait to go back. So all of these places that I'm also listing, like, I would go back time and time and again, and I am. So the second place that I have on this list of out of cities to visit, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is still a U.S. territory, so technically it's not outside of the U.S., but it is outside of the U.S. I mean, you don't need a passport, but you do have to be like a U.S. citizen. But I'm sorry, you have to be a U.S. citizen or a resident, right? So Jamaica, Puerto Rico, I have not been now. I cannot speak from experience, but I have seen so many people go by themselves, and I'm just like, I've been there too now. So I know Puerto Rico is absolutely beautiful, has a great, not museums, great towns to visit, the culture, the colors, everything. Like, I honestly, like, because I've seen so many people and I know so many people who have gone to Puerto Rico by themselves, I've practically gone myself. So I would definitely recommend that would be a place to visit. But I don't want to do too much talking about it because, like I said, I haven't been there. So yeah, I need to visit Puerto Rico. So y'all let me know when y'all are going, and I'm gonna have to plan mine too. So the next place is Dubai. Wow. Y'all, when I say I had a ticket to go to Dubai last year and didn't get to go, so the reason why Dubai is on this list is because Dubai, again, is very touristy, but then I've heard that Dubai is also very safe. And I want to say the same thing about Jamaica, because when I was at the resort in Jamaica, there was security everywhere. Like, if you left your room and you went downstairs and you were headed towards the lobby or towards the pool, you will see security. And I've heard the same thing about Dubai. It's very safe. Dubai is very clean. They're very structured. Like, Dubai is that place to go. You're not going to feel unsafe at all. Yes, it is quite a long flight, But I really am hoping and praying that that's somewhere that I get to visit very, very soon, because that's at the top of my list to visit. But you know, it's a touristy place too, honestly. I think this one is more expensive. It's more on the expensive side, but I do see deals a lot going to Dubai, and I do know that you can like make it affordable. So I think definitely if I do end up going to Dubai, you guys, I'm gonna do like a whole set of videos. Like, I'm ready for Dubai, okay? Just not ready. But yeah, I've seen a lot of women go to Dubai by themselves and they just enjoy their time. You can check out a lot of vlogs. I'm gonna put vlogs down below that I've watched of women going to some of these places, and just knowing that they enjoy their time there by themselves, and you know, it just motivates me. That's honestly what made me go to Jamaica by myself. But anyway, not too much talking. The last place that's on my list is just because I know Tierra Walker goes here a lot, and I think she's there now, and I've always wanted to go here. Paris, like, guys, what a dream. I don't even know if I would like Paris, but I just know that I need to go. Like, I don't see why I wouldn't like it, because my type of vacation is nice outfits, good food, and clean hotels. I know that sounds like really like, that sounds really like my everyday life, but like, honestly, the hotel for me is always the most. Nice outfit and like a nice hotel, because what if you go out and you're just not feeling it? Like, what if you go somewhere and you're like, oh, I'm gonna like this place, and you're just not feeling it? At least you like your hotel, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously there's other stuff, like obviously if I go to Paris, I'm gonna visit the Eiffel Tower and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, but like, I don't know. But Paris is definitely one of those places where I see a lot of young women, young men go, and they just have such a good time. It's such a different experience. I mean, Europe by itself is like a beautiful, beautiful place. So that's definitely at the top of my list as well. So you guys, that's it. If you're thinking about traveling somewhere, look into some of these places. I definitely would recommend you do your research and start planning now, because it's already March, and I haven't been anywhere either. Like, I'm with y'all. This is supposed to be the time, so hopefully between March and April, I'm gonna be leaving Houston, Texas to go somewhere. But I would definitely recommend these places. Like I said, these are just like starter friendly. So if you're just getting into the rhythm of like, okay, I wanna go somewhere, but I don't know where to go, definitely visit one of these places. I know there's a lot of other places, so you guys let me know in the comment section down below what other places are good to travel solo, because I definitely could be missing something and I don't know. So just let me know another good place to travel to, because I'm always trying to go somewhere. I'm always trying to do very much something and get out of Houston, Texas. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this quick little video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I look forward to making some real travel videos for you guys, getting out in these streets, you know. And yeah, until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.